private sector is more efficient at providing goods and services than the government. These are the words of the famous Nobel laureate of economics, R. Milton Friedman. Competition is a necessary force in providing innovation, efficiency, and quality. Let's take a look at 3 factors that has been improved higher education in India. Competition, efficiency, and flexibility. Competition is a necessary factor for the survival of private institutions, and hence they provide more quality services than public sectors. And let's take a look at efficiency. Efficiency is improved as the teachers and the students has to make up for the fees they pay at their colleges. And flexibility in curriculum with the change in trends are more in private sectors than public sectors.
For some, it's a privilege, and for some, it's a right. The difference between darkness and a future that is bright is what we call college education. So college education is not the sign of a finished product. It's a testimony that we are ready for the world that awaits us. So in that case, privatization has really compromised equity. It's become a commodity. People buy more when we can afford it, and those who can sell more of the courses. So laced with inefficient teachers, disparity between rich and poor, and a general attitude that street smartness and smart work is not virtues that students should hold, I completely detest that privatization has improved the quality of higher education. A bag of money or the privilege of being born to rich parents should not be a benchmark for us to get the education that we truly deserve.
I'm an engineering student. I had the opportunity to study in a government college, which is the Wayanad Government Engineering College and the Government Engineering College, because I had ranks that could meet their criteria. But I chose College of Engineering Thalasheri because the pass percentage is much higher in College of Engineering Thalasheri, which is about 55%, and 20% in Wayanad and Idukki government engineering colleges.
Thank you.
I would say that education is not just by the books that we learn in classes. There is diversity, and it is known that private organizations, as compared to its counterparts, do not attract diversity. So when we sit in a class where we have students coming from different countries, the learning is immense. And that itself states the fact that privatization does not really improve the quality of education.
Out to you.
Let's look at facts proposed by privatization of higher education in India, a critical review proposed by Lasika Datta, an MPhil student from socio-economics sector. In this study, it is proven that 409 state universities and 349 private universities are there in India. And the 65% enrollment rate is more in private sectors according to the World Economic Forum.
Out to you.
I'd like to say that, I know of a lot of private colleges where we have uniforms and we are spoon-fed. So there is a general lack of liberty for students. Is this the kind of generation that we want to churn out? Are we really ready to take over the world if we are confined to 4 walls of a university?
Please.
Let's not stick to hypothesis and look at facts. Now, let's take a look at the National Skills Development Corporation's data about 70% vocational education provided by the private sectors. Now, this proves otherwise.
Thank you.
I'd like to say something about that. Placement opportunities are very, very less in private organizations. When you ask a business, somebody who wants to do business, which organization or which college do you want to study in? They would say IIM. Nobody would talk about a private institution. So it is a known fact that placements are much more active in private organizations.
Opportunities are higher, but the placement rates are much higher in private education sectors than in government education sectors.
Please.
I would oppose that fact because it is a known fact the quality of students are much higher in government institutions because we have entrance exams and many criteria out of which students are actually taken into colleges versus having a bag full of money and rich parents who can buy you education. So I would completely detest that, my dear friend.
Center for Civil Society proposed a study that showed that 24% outperforming students are seen in private education sectors as their need to stand or survive in the education field is much higher than the public education sector, which are basically free.
Out to you.
Well, the whole statistics that the top performers of our country in terms of business, social entrepreneurship come from the IIMs and IITs are, I think, strong enough to actually oppose what you've just told.